Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Hey, I know, no uniform. No uniform, but today I have the t-shirt of Colo 99. I hope you're all doing well. Wait, let me check something. Do you see me well, or do you see me a bit with shaking effects, you know, like a kind of line? Let me see if I see myself shaking or not. I need to know before saying hello to everyone. Let me know if this is addressed or not, because when I move my head, I see some kind of cuts. So I need to understand from you. Before going really properly into the live, I need to understand. Wait. This has changed. I need to understand. Wait. Do you see me checking? All good, all good. Because I see me shaking. Okay, it's okay. If you see me well, that's great. Ciao Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. Ciao Beppe. From Guido, saying nice Inter draw. Hey, Inter drawing is always good. Don't expect me that I'm here to say we will win the Scudetto. Pay attention, because then we will dream and we will go and blah 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 blah. That's not the point. Absolutely not. The point is something else. Wait, let me, because I have new setups, guys, so I need to change so that I'm sure that I can see all the comments live. Okay, maybe this will work. Maybe that way it will work a bit better. Maybe. So, so yes, but when Inter is losing points, I'm always happy. So, absolutely yes, 1-1 for them. They are collapsing, guys. If you look at the last 7 leagues games, the last 7 games, they have only 1 win. Disaster for Inter. Disaster, collapsing. It's usual with Simone Inzaghi. Yeah, we know that. So the video looks good with no effects. Good. No, because I'm scared, because sometimes I'm a bit shaky. So at least we are okay. Ciao to Ninib, ciao to Savros, Rise and Cross is there as well. Ciao Rise and Cross. Ciao Jeff, 4-0 tomorrow, 2 assists from Miretti. Let's see if we will start, because we have a last news, guys. If we go, we can go immediately to the news of Fabiana Della Valle, who is actually saying here, because it was reported by Mo. Allegri surprised against Salernitana, could be Danilo in midfield. Dybala closer to start next to Vlahovic. Danilo can take the spot of Miretti, so tomorrow, I know already. Chaos, drama. People will hate because Miretti is not starting. I know. Do I want to see Miretti? Of course I want to see Miretti. Do I hope to see Miretti? Absolutely, I hope to see Miretti. Will he play? No, he will not play from the start. Guys, it is what it is. Let's say hello before starting, because we will speak about 3 things today, guys. We will speak about Juve versus Salernitana. I have some stats also that we can see how the teams were playing in the past, who is the top scorer of the team. So we'll go through the stats, really important. And then we have other things also to speak about. It's Dybala, of course, and Dybala chaos. I spoke about it this morning in the video, but I wanted to interact with you to see your opinion, how you are doing, what you are feeling about that situation. And then Rudiger, where yesterday we were already celebrating with the signature on paper. He was already a Juve player, and then after a few moments, he was not anymore a Juve player. So it is what it is. Ciao. What's happening? Mamma mia! We start immediately with a boom, because we have a new Ultra Bianconero. We are speaking about Rauf that just joined the movement, not for the first time, because he's extending for his 3rd month consecutively. He signed the papers, not Rudiger, but Rauf. Forza Juve, keep it up. Good morning and good work, my brother. Ciao, Rauf. Thank you for becoming again a Bianconero. Let's try if the sound is working, because I'm not sure. Guys, I'm sorry. These last days I'm setting up because I have a new computer. I have to start from scratch. You see also yesterday the comments were a bit transparent, so I put it back to the old one. Let's see if you hear the sound. You should. And this one was for Rauf, my friend, my brother. Ciao, Rauf. Andrew is there. Miretti is the best young product we have developed in a long time. I totally agree with you, Andrew. We have a few. We have Miretti. That is, for me, the number 1. He has not the same hype, of course, as Marleake, as Mathias Soulé, because these players are playing a bit more offensive, and we love that magic, of course. We are supporters of football. We love this kind of technique unique players, the one that has the dribbles in him. But then you have Miretti, that for me is a huge talent. I spoke with a lot of people inside Juve to understand a bit what were their opinion about our young players, and Miretti is a top talent. You know, we can go also through the stats of Miretti this season, what he played, how much he played, assists, goals. We can go through that as well in a few minutes. Let me continue saying hello and welcome to the people. We need to finish the game tomorrow in the first half. Vlahovic has a yellow card. We cannot risk to not have him against Inter. Vlahovic and Morata are at risk suspensions. That's good to remind it, Stefano. I totally agree with that. And I hope that tomorrow Vlahovic scores, because, you know, strikers, they are living for the goal. Vlahovic, that was banging goal after goal after goal at Fiorentina, need to go back really soon also to the goal, because otherwise it can start to be also mentally a problem. I know he's strong, but pay attention. Good morning, Aman. Apparently you're seeing my face that I did a long nap. My wife is saying we are sleeping with alternate hours, apparently. When she sleeps, I'm awake, and then we do a reverse. Miretti can save us 80 million in a transfer. Hasta, I saw that you were writing that on Bianconeri Zone, and it's correct what you are saying. I totally correct. I totally agree in a way, because then, again, you know that I am always a bit prudent when I'm judging young players. Why? Because I'm a supporter for Juve since 30 years now, and I didn't see a lot of these young players academy going and doing a big career. I didn't see that. So, but that doesn't mean that there is no chance to do it, because I really believe that Miretti is a top talent, like Andrew was saying, like a lot of people were saying and repeating on the channel. Of course, he can save a lot of million. 80 million is probably a bit exaggerated, because if we go for Jorginho as in that role, it will not cost us 80 million, but it's true that we can save a lot of money. Don't forget that we also have the comeback of or Rovella or Fagioli, or maybe even both, and that's where we start to have a problem in our midfield, a problem of choosing the right players. Because we can do it really fast. If you want to speak about Miretti and about the midfield to start with, it was not in my plan, but you decide where we are going. If we are speaking about the midfield at the moment, who do we have? We have Rabiot, Arthur, Ramsey, that will come back, don't forget that, Locatelli, Zakaria, McKennie. We have some players in the midfield, guys, probably a bit too much. On top of that, you have to add Fagioli, Rovella, so we are already at 8. On top of that, you add Miretti, we are at 9. And on top, Juventus really want to go for a big midfielder. And then we are speaking about names like or Pogba, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Jorginho, and Renato Sanchez, Gravenberch. Not all of these, of course, but at least one big name, Frankie de Jong, and so on. So we will have 10 midfielders. So what does that mean? That of course next year we will play with 3 midfielders, what we are doing now. Will we play in a 4-3-3? Will we play in a 3-5-2? I don't know. But one thing is sure, we will not go in a 4-2-3-1, because we already have too much midfielder. Then we have, of course, not only the fact that we have to buy, but also to have to sell. But you know how it goes in the Mercato. If you want to sell, that means that the other team, we need to find another team that is ready to buy. And we already had some problems in the past with selling, not because we are good or we are bad, but we did some mistakes with extending some players. And speaking about Matuidi, Khedira, and so on. Pjanic, some problems with him as well. Until Barcelona came, a big name that wanted to go for him because his salary was quite okay for their standards. You know how it happens with Barcelona with Pjanic, but that's another story. And why did he want to leave? Because he really had a big fight with Maurizio Sarri. Andrew also. Today we start immediately with a boom with the renewals of the people with subscriptions. Thank you for your 4th month, Andrew, who think Chiesa injury hurt us a lot this year. Absolutely, because we don't know what he could become with Massimiliano Allegri. So we continue, guys, with the important speech that we had about our midfield. So we'll have to take a decision, guys, about midfield. Who stays, who leaves, and will there be some teams that want to buy our midfielders that we don't want anymore? And who from our midfield do we not want to? It is easy. It's Rabiot. We know it. We already spoke about so many times Rabiot. But find a team that is ready to offer him 7 million euro. That's one. Net, because don't forget, when we bought him, we have that kind of tax system where we are paying a little bit less gross. He's having a lot more money net, and that's really an advantage, a benefit for the players, while other teams will have to pay even more, nearly double what is earning net. So that's really a lot of million for Rabiot. We're speaking about Ramsey, the same, but the difference with Ramsey is on top of not having the quality to be in that big first teams. The problem is that he's even injured always. He's not even able to do it with Glasgow Rangers. So who wants to buy Ramsey? I'm asking myself. And then you have which other midfielder did we want to sell? I don't remember. But at least these two are top priority. Arthur. We want also to sell Arthur. Arthur is a bit more easier in terms of salary. The problem is there that we bought him for 72 millions, if I'm not wrong. So let's say 80 millions divided by 5 years. So you count, you count how much it cost for other teams. If I'm not wrong, we need to sell him for at least 40 to 45 million euro. It was 4 years contract, not 5. So that's a lot, that's a lot. So and that's actually our problem with our midfield. With if we are able to sell these 3 players from the midfield, Rabiot, Arthur, and Ramsey, we are freeing up a lot of space for some players. And then, let's see. But changing them with Rovella, Fagioli, and Miretti, 3 young players, maybe it's a bit a stretch. Maybe it's a bit too much. And then we will have to make decisions. Who do we loan out? Who do we sell forever? I don't know. Fagioli probably will go, maybe, hopefully for him, he will go in first division with Cremonese. Does he want to stay there for 1 more year? Maybe he wants to stay there and fight with Cremonese that he really loves also, because he started there also as a young player. Maybe, I don't know. Rovella, a lot of time injured as well. Is he the one that we want to build on? And we are not speaking about his qualities, but about the injury for a young player. Or will we go with Miretti? I don't know. Good questions. Free agents are welcome, Beppe. Cherubini. I was reading your message, Radovan. Of course, free agents are welcome, but pay attention to not exaggerate and do the same mistake that we did in the past. Because the free agents are not the problem. The problem is the salary that you give to free agents, who is really sometimes exaggerate. And why are you doing that? Because you want to beat the competition. That's the problem. That's the real problem and the real deal. Let me continue to read some comments. Rise and Cross, we need to look at Premier League. They have the money. Yes, but that's the only market that can buy these players. Because if we are looking at Serie A, forget about it. They can't. They just can't. The only one that can compete with high salaries is Inter, and in Inter in the midfield, they will have to replace Vidal. Probably, yes, because he will leave at the end of the contract. But I don't expect them to go for a Ramsey, for example, or that is totally different than Vidal. They will not go for a player like Rabiot. I don't see Rabiot at Inter, guys. So forget about an Italian club, maybe a top club in Spain, and we are speaking about Real Madrid or Barcelona, but or Atletico Madrid. These are the 3 that can go with high salaries. They will not go for Rabiot, guys. Arthur will not go back to Barcelona because they had some problems there in the past. So forget about these players in La Liga. So the only way is Premier League. There is no other way. Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich, they are quite okay in their midfield. Ciao, Saif. Chervin, Beppe, the midfield situation is easy. Sell Rabiot, easy. Sell him. Chervin, if you are able to do it, let's go. Give us a few clubs that are really interested to pay his salary, and then we are good. Guys, I told you, it's easy to speak and to say sell Rabiot. We made big mistakes, guys. It's the truth. Everyone that is a bit thinking logical, they know that we made mistakes in the past for XYZ reasons, we made some mistakes, and when you do mistakes, you are paying the consequences of it at a certain moment, and that's the moment where we are paying consequences. Not only this year, we are already paying some consequences since a few years. It is what it is. Ciao Beppe, today is gonna be a well-deserved win. All of us want and need a big win after the sad match against Villarreal. Rudiger is a beast. Today, guys, I was watching at the results of today. I told you on the video of this morning, I don't know who saw it or not. I said Napoli should win, Milan should win, Inter will probably do 1-1 at the end. I was correct, 3-3, guys, because I said Milan, Napoli win, they won, and Inter 1-1. If you want to go, because before speaking about Elena's comment that is totally correct, about we should win, wait, let me go on One Football Serie A table. So what do we have here? We have the ranking of Serie A. Today Milan won 1-0 with the goal of Benacer, assist of Giroud. I don't know if he wanted really to do an assist or it was a bad control for Giroud. At the end they scored, and then 1-1 Inter and Napoli 2-1 because they were losing 1-0, they won 2-1. So at the moment we have a 66 points for Milan. They are really solidly on the first spot. They are run and chased by Napoli with 63 that are not giving up, and Inter that is really collapsing, guys. We know that Inter has to play one more game to recuperate, but even if they win, they are at 63 today. That means that 63, they are at 3 points from Milan. If they don't win, they are at 6 points from Milan. That start to be a lot. The chances for Inter to win the Scudetto are starting to decrease. And then you have Juventus at 56. If tomorrow we win, guys, if tomorrow we win, first of all, it makes no change since last week, because Milan will still be at +7 and +4 for Napoli. So that doesn't really change. The big difference will be that we are putting some more pressure to Inter because we will be at -1, virtually at -4. So tomorrow is a big win game if we really want to stay until the end. There, on top, stay until the end, and most importantly, to keep distance with them. Because, you know, I'm not believing in the Scudetto, I already told you, because of the potential of our team, because of the strength of our team, because of a mental state of our team. I don't believe we can do it. On the other hand, we have to pay attention for the other ones. The other ones come back, Lazio, Atalanta, Roma, and so on and so on. We have to stay there on top. So tomorrow we have to do it. Whatever happens, we have to stay there on top and try to win. And also a convincing win versus Salernitana. Inter, that is a disaster team, they won 5-0 versus Salernitana. In a really difficult moment, was their only win since 7 games. So Juventus should really do it. Who remembers, by the way, the last score versus Inter, versus Salernitana, because we played versus Salernitana this season. Who remembers? Tell me the score, and for the one that are really sure, let me also know the players that scored, because there were some goals. Paratici made wrong choices during his time at Juve, and it costing his in round. It's true. He made I pay attention. I have a lot of respect to Paratici, but with the Ronaldo, after the Ronaldo affair, he started to make some mistakes. There were also some reasons about that, because of previous management, Marotta, he blocked the Mercato with some extensions and so on and so on. There are always reasons why someone is doing a bad job. He did also a lot of good things, but he made a lot of mistakes. Ciao, Mohamed. Rabiot is good at hiding at Mercato time. You can't sell him, but there are never news about him. I saw a news today. That's true. I saw a news today on One Football about Rabiot. And what was the news? It was, I spoke about it in the video this morning. Let me go, if I can find it. By the way, Juventus women won 2-0 versus Napoli, and that's really great. Look, that was the news about Rabiot. Juventus preparing to offer flop to Chelsea for Jorginho. They were calling him flop. Yes, absolutely. It was 2-0. Good. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Indeed, Dundum is even better because he's saying it was a 0-2 because we were playing in their home. Tomorrow we play in our home. And Dybala and Morata scored. I remember Dybala scoring that beautiful goal, falling on the ground, but still able to score that goal. It's correct. It's correct, guys. Absolutely. 2-0 Dybala, Morata. Ciao, Bogdan. Now, do you remember what shirt we were playing with? Do you remember that? The shirt we were playing in that game? I remember. And then we will continue speaking about Rabiot, of course. Ciao, Peter from Copenhagen. Ciao, Beppe. 2 times. Ciao, Beppe from Copenhagen. Ciao, Beppe from Copenhagen. Yellow kid. Hey, guys, you are really, really, really good, huh? Okay. Okay. What shirt do you think we will start playing tomorrow? Wait. So, shirt for tomorrow. I know the answers already, yeah? First, away, or third. I'm not asking which one you want. I'm asking which one you think we will play with tomorrow. So let me know, guys, which one you think tomorrow we will play with. We are playing at home versus Salernitana. Are we playing with a home shirt, away shirt, or the third shirt? And then we have to come back to Rabiot, of course. While you are voting, immediately, boom, boom, of votes for the home shirt. And then after the poll, I will reveal you because I already know the answers, of course. So, about Rabiot, he was called the flop. Juventus preparing to offer flop to Chelsea for Jorginho. And that's the only news I see about Rabiot is Newcastle. When Newcastle was buying everyone, every player on earth were linked to Newcastle. I remember 1 year ago, I was speaking about Ronaldo to Newcastle because not because I believed it, but because the voices were saying that. So, Ronaldo at Newcastle, Rabiot to Newcastle, every player on earth to Newcastle. So, how much is true about that? I don't know. I don't believe that. Maybe they were looking for some players, and then him going to Chelsea for swaps. That's the only thing that we hear. We want to swap him with Manchester United last year for Pogba. We want to swap him with whatever player, with Frankie de Jong at Barcelona. We always want to swap Rabiot. But again, if you read it and it's written there, Juventus preparing to offer flop to Chelsea. Not Chelsea is asking for Rabiot. And that's a problem. The first, I want the orange shirt back. Ooh, ciao Alessio. No, back it's not possible. By the way, the new shirt for next year. That's what I'm saying. The third is black. No. The second is yellow. The second is black, and the third is the yellow one. Soulé made the debut against them for 30 seconds when Dybala missed that penalty kick. Exactly, Dino, exactly. When does Juve release the new jersey? La Bianconera spoke about something, guys. I will tell you. Wait. Because La Bianconera, it was yesterday. Yesterday they spoke about it here. So, yesterday La Bianconera was saying that's really expert in Juve shirts. They know all the new latest things. They were saying, possibile quarto kit in arrivo. Probable fourth kit is arriving this season from Juventus. Juventus could play one game with a special edition shirt this season. They are saying, between brackets, we are using the conditional. That means we can't confirm yet, but it's possible. It should be a bit the same method as what we did in the last years, with a special shirt for a unique occasion. Fourth shirt this season, before speaking about the next one, before the future. I will already reveal you for tomorrow. Then you will tell me yes or no, Beppe. You know, you don't know. Tomorrow we are playing, you said 74% of the people are saying, Beppe, tomorrow we will play with the first shirt. 74%, away 14%, and third 12%. Guys, I will show you which shirt we will play tomorrow with. I will show you. Wait. I will show you. Are you ready? I will show you. Tomorrow we play with... tomorrow we play with this one, with the third shirt, guys. We are playing with that one, like we played versus Salernitana. I have the Danilo shirt name on that. So tomorrow we play with that one. So prepare your kits at home if you want to, if you have them, because we are playing with the third. And that's about tomorrow. Tomorrow, third shirt versus Salernitana. At least you know. Cliff, ciao Cliff. How are you, my friend? Always a pleasure joining YouTube to listen in. Grande Cliff. Cliff, what are you doing? If you want to join, say hello, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, let me know. And then I can send you through WhatsApp the link of today. If you want to join, maybe it's Saturday if you are not doing nothing. Let me know, Cliff. If you have nothing to do, of course, and then we can speak about the moment of Juve. Let me know. Hey, you are not happy, guys. It's the shirt. It's the shirt of Juve. You can't say, yeah, now, Cliff. If you want to, now just join, but you don't have to, huh? But guys, it's the third shirt. Oh wow, we can't play with the third shirt now. It's that's what it is, guys. It's the truth. If you want to know, I will give you the answers how you can know. I will tell you how you can know. Because you're always doubting. I will tell you how you can know. Wait, let me open this. So you go on the channel of Juve. You go on the channel of Juve. Wait, Juventus. You go on Juve channel videos. Where is it? Ah, no, it's already. Hey, it's again. No, sorry guys. I'm lying. It's in private mode, so it's not even public yet. Tomorrow you will see. Anyway, we play with the other shirt. Cliff, let's say hello to Cliff. Let's say hello to Cliff. Wait, so that he can join. I've sent it through WhatsApp, Cliff, if you want to join and hop up for a moment. For 10 minutes, just to say hello. Beppe, you should get your own ESPN or Sky News show. That's what I'm doing in the morning, Juan? On YouTube, not on professional level, of course not. Ciao Zacchi, ciao fratello, come stai? Mamma mia, apart from Locatelli and maybe McKennie, the midfield needs to be reshaped. Furthermore, with Allegri's style of coaching, the midfield we have do not fit. But we knew it at the beginning of the season. Pay attention because we already started. And Locatelli, Zakaria. Now we have also a McKennie, but McKennie is a big question mark. What will happen with McKennie for the future? Because we were speaking about all these midfielders. What will happen with him? Big question. Big question. Pay attention, Apex. It's written from La Bianconera. It's written potentially launching. I'm not confirming. Look, it's written potentially launching. I'm not confirming. Whoa. I'm not confirming at all. I'm just saying potentially. And you know that I love shirts, huh? You know that. So let's continue, guys. Speaking about fun facts and so on, before that Cliff joins to say hello, to speak about the moment, maybe the elimination of Villarreal and tomorrow's game and how we start and so on. So if we are looking at if we are looking at here, what do we see? Ah, here we are. I was waiting for a Cliff. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I was a bit confused. Juventus is not losing since 15 games in Serie A. More than at least 7 more than are all other teams in Serie A at the moment. That's a big one. Huh? We played already 5 times versus Salernitana in Serie A. We won 3 times. We did 1 draw, and we lost 1 time versus Salernitana. We scored 7 times versus them. We conceded only 1 goal versus Salernitana. That's the only one. If you look at the last game, we won indeed 2-0. It was 1-0 at halftime. So these are a bit the stats regarding Juve Salernitana. Nobody scored less than Salernitana in the first 15 minutes. You see, that's a totally different game than versus Sampdoria. If we go to the goal that has been scored by Salernitana, the minutes that they score, you know that's always important. If you want to know how Allegri is setting up the game, you have to check how and when is the team starting to play really fast and well, and when they are scoring. So too many pages here. That's an important one for Allegri. If you look, Salernitana, where are they? Here. Salernitana, they scored only 2 goals. Only 2 goals from the 0 until the 15th minute. Only 9% of their goals are here. Hey, that's not a lot, huh? Only 2%. That's really not a lot. And then 3 goals from the 16th to the 30th, 4, 3, 6. So they are actually a bit better. They are putting a bit more pressure from the 61st until the 75th minute. That's it. For the rest, it's a team that is not really scoring a lot, and they never start really with a lot of pressure. Guys, we have Cliff that is there. Ciao, my friend Cliff. How are you doing?
Hey, Pepe. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're speaking about Calcio, about Mercato, about disaster Villarreal, about everything. But you were listening, eh? So
Yeah.
say hello to Cliff, guys,
Uh,
in the chat. Ciao, Cliff. Cliff is on the Alberto's channel. All Juve cast is doing a lot of things. There is with the team. They have a big team. They are changing. They have so many concepts and so on. So follow him as well there. All Juve cast. Ciao, Cliff.
Ciao, Pepe. Thank you so much for having me, man. And thank you for shouting out the team. I see everybody showing love in the chat. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Love everybody. Love all the love that we get. And yeah, follow all UVcast. Follow Stoppage Time. That's my podcast I do with all UVcast, where we touch on everything Serie A. But yeah, dude, like the Villarreal loss, that was not great. I watched it the morning after, and I almost wanted to cry. But then I realized it's a beautiful day. I'm still alive. I got so much to appreciate, so I don't let it get too much to me, you know?
Eh. Cliff, you want to answer the question of Doom Doom because they're asking me if I am in negotiation
hmm
for a new contract for next year with Juventus. I don't know. I don't, guys. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Cliff? Will I extend my contract with Juve for one more season because it's already my second, or it's over?
Well, I'll tell you this: if they don't re-sign you, they're gonna be crazy. You have the best late night lives with all your music and all your different voice changes, so they need to add that to the streams.
No, no, no. Please not. Please not. Please no voice changes. That's crazy. That was really crazy. But
No,
it's
but no, but in all seriousness, Pepe, you were probably one of the best things to happen to Juve. So I hope that they re-sign you.
thank you, Cliff. Cliff, what do you think about the moment of Juve? Because we know it, huh? It was a big hit being eliminated by Villarreal. We already spoke a lot about that, but give me a few
hmm
words. But most importantly, how do we finish the season? Because now it's time not only to get into depression and to give up, because we already showed the ranking. We have a bit of a margin towards Atalanta, Lazio, and Roma, but there are
hmm
still 9 games to play. If we fall into depression, it can be even worse. So how do you see this?
So the way I see it is, obviously it's disappointing, but we need to pick ourselves up. We need to finish the season strong. We've always wanted to make top four. That's our goal. That should be the continued goal. If we make top four, make it out of this season alive, and then next season, when everybody's healthy, this team is going to look extremely special. So just take this team, make it top four, go as far as you can in the Coppa Italia, try to win it if you can. But just make top four. That is the goal, because without that UCL money, you can't make that big splash this summer like we keep hearing about. Maybe a potential Graven Birch or somebody of that nature into the midfield. So it's crucial we make top four and then regroup for next season, where we're gonna have Chiesa back at some point, McKennie, potentially a Gravenberch or another midfielder, and you add that to now Vlahovic, who has half a season under his belt with Juventus. You add all of that with Allegri, hopefully being able to implement his tactics properly within this team. I think Juve is extremely dangerous next season. But like I said, just make it through to the season. I think you just need to make sure you win the games you need to win. Or I should say, win the games that you're supposed to win. Beat Salernitana, beat the teams that are in the lower half of the table. Inter, if you can win against Inter, that's amazing. But at least pull out a draw. A draw would be even that would be very, very good, because they just dropped points today. So you just have to keep pushing. You have to keep getting those wins that are expected. And then if you can pull some surprise results, that's also the key.
I agree with you. I believe that the next two games are really decisive in telling what Juventus can do in Serie A. Because if you win Salernitana tomorrow, that should be easy on paper. Should be.
Yeah.
But pay attention, versus Venezia, we were all saying it should be easy, and then we drew. But it should be easy tomorrow versus Salernitana. You win. That shows also the mental state of the players, how they are. And then you go to Inter after the break, and if you win there, then it starts really to change, because now if we win tomorrow, wait and let me check, we should be at -1 from Inter, but they have one game to recuperate, so let's say -4. But if we win versus them, virtually we are at -1, and then the things are really changing to secure the top 4, maybe even dreaming in a -3. If Juve, just asking you, Cliff, at the end of the season, we finished third over Inter. We are out of Champions League, of course. That's the same stage as Pirlo. We win the Coppa Italia. We already lost the Supercoppa. Did Allegri do the best he could with that team, or you think it's still not enough, and we have to be disappointed? Cliffy blocked. Not me. I'm still there. I'm still there, but Cliff blocked. It was a difficult question, guys. It was a difficult question. He's back. Ciao, Cliff.
You got me scared for a second. I think you were asking me about, is this Allegri, is this a successful season for him?
Not a successful. Did we do the best we could with the team we had and with the potential we had? And is it actually an okay season versus last year, if we compare with last year?
This is such a tough question, because obviously you have to factor in everything from Ronaldo leaving like right at the beginning of the season to us getting Vlahovic halfway through the season. That changes things, and then obviously all the Dybala news, everything that's been taken into consideration. If we win Coppa Italia and we if we make top 4, but we got knocked out of UCL and we also did not win the Supercoppa.
But going over Inter, Cliff, being third instead of fourth.
Yes, I think he's done well, because then that means you beat the previous winners of Serie A. So I think that says a lot, and that would also put into debate that this season Allegri has been a better coach than Inzaghi, which a lot of people would like to say Inzaghi is a better coach, which that's another debate. But I think it would be good if Allegri can get above Inter and they can win the Coppa Italia. I think you can call this, I don't know if it's a successful season, but it's definitely not that much of a downgrade compared to last year.
But we know it, a successful season for Juve is minimum winning the Scudetto. Otherwise, it's never a successful season. But we have a question from Saif, who is asking, from all the players that are linked to Juve, pick one that you really want the most.
Out of any player, if I could have any player
No, the one that are linked to Juve. Don't tell me, I don't know, Ronaldo, that's over.
No, I want Kylian Mbappe. No.
Mbappe.
For me, who's been spoken about, I would love Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. That would be, imagine him, Locatelli, and Zakaria. Oh my gosh, that midfield would be amazing. It would be so dominant. We'd be able to destroy that would be the best midfield in Serie A if you get him.
Imagine that happens. You put again Locatelli in that number 6 role, where a lot of fans at a certain moment were criticizing, and also me, I really wanted to see Locatelli as that box-to-box player on the left, not on the right like he's doing now, because he's doing it because McKennie and Zakaria are off. So you are putting him where he actually played most of this season?
Nope. I actually think Zakaria should go in the sixth role. I think he would actually be very good because he's very physical. He has good pace to him, so he can drop back in those scenarios where we're on, fighting off the counterattack. Because you want to let Locatelli go box to box, because I feel like that's some of his best characteristics, and that's when he shines. So I think you have him and Milinkovic share those two roles in the midfield. Milinkovic can get more forward as well, and then you have Zakaria, clean up out the back.
I like.
Okay.
I need to understand where if Zakaria can do that role. I know on paper he can do it. We saw it also with when I was watching also the videos before his arrival and investigating a bit about him. I saw him, but I'm curious. For me, I would go for a Gravenberg. Now, of course, it's Milinkovic I love, but I would go for a Gravenberg. I really love the kid, and I believe that with him, he could play in that number 6 role. Zakaria on the right, Locatelli on the left. Of course, I believe now that you say Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, if I put Zakaria there in the middle, probably yours wins.
I'm not trying to say I'm right, but
No, your wins. Okay, give me 2 other names so that we can do a poll, because there was a question people want. We can only put 4 names, so we will put Gravenberg because I said it. We will put Milinkovic-Savic. Give me 2 other names.
I guess Gravenberch, and then you said they have to be linked to Juve right now.
Yeah. We have a lot, huh? I think half of the players were linked to Juve. Bremer, Rudiger, we had, if we are speaking about defense, we are speaking about Zaniolo, even Mohamed Salah was linked to Juve yesterday, so there are a lot.
Yeah, I think truly, I think Zaniolo is a really interesting one because I don't prefer him on the wing, I prefer him as a center attacking midfielder. I think that's his best role, but if you need to fit him into this team, maybe you play him, maybe you put Bernardeschi and him, you switch them between Cam and left wing at times. So that could be potentially what you could do. So I would say, I guess, Zaniolo, Gravenberch, and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. And then
let me
Bremer.
write it. Wait.
I would love Bremer.
So
but,
choose one. Okay. We have SMS, Gravenberch, you said Zaniolo, and another name?
Bremer, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic.
You said Bremer? You said Bremer? Okay.
Yeah, right at the end. Yeah, I said Bremer.
Okay, the poll is live, and then we have another question from Ryzen. Thank you for the donation, but I really appreciate it. Ryzen Cross was saying, did you and Cliff see the Marco being thrown in the pool by Tammy Abrahams? Do you feel Juve is lacking when it comes to long shots from the midfield? So that's actually 2 questions. First question, did you see the clip, Cliff, or not?
I did it. I did see it. It was hilarious, and I wanted. I know he's busy in Italy, so I don't really want to bother him, but maybe I'll text him when he gets back and ask him if he's still wet from that confrontation with Tammy. But that was funny. Tammy just seems like such a fun-loving person, so that looked really fun. But yeah, and then the second question, if you want me to address it,
guys, look, the video. The video is here. I had it from Marco. The video, when he sent it to me before it was live. He has sent it to me. He said it was such a really nice moment with Tammy Abraham throwing me in the pool. He said it was a really nice atmosphere. Really kind guy, he said. Really funny. So, it's beautiful also because I'm always talking with Marco, and he's explaining me a bit how the players are and so on. And he said it was a really great personality, and that makes me love some players that are even not Juve players a lot more. So yes, we saw it. And then the second question.
Second one was, do you feel Juve is lacking when it comes to long shots from the midfield? Absolutely. I just saw a clip today from Juventus's official Instagram, and I saw Carlos Tevez rocket into the back post, and I'm like, that's what we're missing. Not obviously he's not a midfielder, he's a striker, but I feel like we're missing players who are willing to, take that risk and go take that long shot and try to do something incredible. Just because I feel like a lot of them don't have it in their arsenal of abilities. They can't. They just don't. Either they can't do it or they're too afraid to. I don't know what it is, but I feel like if you ask a Locatelli, a Vlahovic, as a Cadia. I feel like if you ask those players, take shots from outside the box, they would do it. I feel like Allegri is kind of pulling them back and wants them to play quote unquote his type of football. But if you have nobody in front of you and all you have to do is take one touch and shoot it, why not shoot it? You know?
Okay, I will give you the top 5 teams in terms of ranking, and I will tell you how much they scored from outside of the box. Okay, we start with Milan because they are first. Milan from outside of the box, 6 in Serie A. Serie A also. Okay, so listen, 6 times outside of the box. They are first. Second is Napoli. They have 10. It's a lot. Third, Inter, 6 as well, same as Milan. Then you have Juve, I will not reveal you. And then you have Atalanta with 8. If you want, I can also tell you Lazio and Lazio 5 and Roma 2. 2.
Okay.
Okay, where is Juve, you think? And the guys in the chat, let me know. I told you the numbers, so let me know how much goals in Serie A did Juve scores. Top at the moment is Napoli with 10. 6 for Milan, 6 for Inter, Atalanta 8. Then you have 2 for Roma, and how much was it? 5 for Lazio. Yeah, let me know in the chat, guys, how much, and tell me also, Cliff, what you think.
I think 3, because from the only one I can remember is I think Vlahovic. I feel like Vlahovic did one. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go 3. And everybody I see in the chat is saying 2, so that I'll probably be wrong.
Maybe. I can tell you you're wrong.
Oh, cool.
I can tell you you're wrong.
It's 2.
2, 2, 3, 4.
It's 0.
2, 4.
I'm gonna go with 0.
3.
I'm gonna be bold.
Yeah?
0?
It's more than 4.
Oh, it's more than 4. Really?
It's 5. 5 goals from outside of the box.
I'm gonna go 6.
So
I'm gonna change my answer again.
You see, it's actually a bit crazy because we saw the message of Reisencross, who was saying, do you think that we are missing these long shots from... But if you compare to the others, with really the stats in Serie A, Milan that is first has 6, Inter that is first, that is potentially second has 6, only Napoli is doing really incredible with 10, but even Roma 2, look, Salernitana, but they never score, but 1, tomorrow they will score from outside of the box, just because I said it, but Sampdoria 1, Spezia 5, Torino 2, Udinese 3, Venezia 2, so it's not actually that crazy. Genoa 0, that's the worst team, Genoa with 0, from outside of the box, crazy. Juventus 5, so it's not that further away from Milan and Inter. I remember by heart. I remember the goal of Locatelli outside of the box versus Torino, his first goal.
Oh, yep.
That was a beautiful one. Then of course I don't remember all of them by heart, but the Locatelli one is the first one that popped up.
Yeah, I just remember the old days when Pogba used to hit those beautiful outside the box shots.
But now 5 actually. That's we are not that bad with long shot, but we should do better, and that's I believe the problem, because Locatelli scored from outside of the box, but our midfielders are not scoring that much, especially now that McKennie is not there, and we have a problem. Okay, Zakaria was showing also some potential, one amazing goal in his debut, and then another one that was about to be goal, and then it was saved by the goalkeeper, and now injured. He has also some potential, but we have to do better. Look at Rabiot, never taking the chance. Bentancur was never taking his chance. So we have a lot of progression there. And I believe a Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, a Pogba, they can bring that. But then you have Thomas, who is giving another twist. Instead of Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, instead of Pogba, and this guy that can play box-to-box, let's go for Jorginho. Oof, no.
No, I don't want it. Because Artur is a poor man's Jorginho, in my opinion. Because he could do similar things to what Jorginho does. Obviously, he's not the same type of passer that he is. He's a little bit less gifted defensively than Jorginho is, but he does a lot of like dictating of the pace of the play and holding possession. That's what Artur does, and that's a lot of what Jorginho does. He picks some really good passes out, but he tends to dictate the play and hold possession very well, which we already have someone like that. So I think Jorginho would be more of what we already have. I think Milinkovic-Savic would be something totally different, just a guy who could do everything.
I was laughing a bit because I have the stats of every game before starting the game. How much is it this today? 60 pages. 60 pages of stats to prepare the game of tomorrow. But yeah, but I don't remember all of the stats, of course, by heart, so I have to study before a game. But then you have Dino that pops up and he has no stats in front of him. He's just telling me, Beppe, Cliff, I remember Vlahovic goal versus Verona, Dybala versus Salernitana and Roma, Locatelli versus Torino, and Quadrado versus Genoa. He told us.
That's amazing.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. He remembers all of them. Dino is crazy. You see?
I can't do that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I forget them. About Jorginho, I was not a big fan of Jorginho. Never been a big fan. I changed a bit my mind with Euro 2020, where he impressed me a lot. You know that in the past, if Jorginho would have joined, I would have been totally against it. Now, if he joins, I will not be against it. I'm not a fan of go and take him. I would go for other options first, like I told you, Gravenberch, Pogba, Milinkovic. But I would not say no, because I think that he can free up a Locatelli. He's a really smart player, and he's also one that can play vertical at the difference of Arthur. What do you think about that partnership, Arthur-Locatelli, that a lot of people were blaming Allegri to never start them together? Then he was obliged because of injuries. And then you actually see that Arthur is not working in that position, or at least not working when it matters. Let's say it like that. What do you think?
We've seen him work when it doesn't matter in like smaller games. And I know one of my All Juve cast teammates, Lex, loves the she was like crazy about Arthur, McKennie, and Locatelli. And rightfully so, because when they were in a small sample size, they looked good together. But I think Arthur is just not skilled enough to hold his own as a quote-unquote regista staying back and letting Locatelli go ahead. I think you make a good point. If you got a Jorginho, he would be an upgrade at that position. If you are truly wanting to play with that regista, Jorginho would be that guy, and he would allow Locatelli, Zakaria, whoever you have in the midfield to go up and attack more. But yeah, Arthur and Locatelli is not it for me. For me, for playing a three-man midfield, it needs to be, as of right now, Locatelli, Zakaria, and McKennie when he's healthy. With this team right now, unless you add a Gravenberch or Milinkovic-Savic.
Let's see. I'm really curious. The people they voted, and their number one was Sergej Milinkovic-Savic with 40%, and then second Gravenberch with 34%. You see, so some people they also believe in what I am telling them. Huh? That's not bad. That's not bad.
But they believe me more though. They believe me more, Beppe. Let's get that clear.
No. 40% voted for you. So, look, I am also not a Jorginho fan, but I see his qualities and realize we are missing it. All our midfielders are young. That's also another point. Question, because we have to go for it. And when you have to leave, because it was absolutely not prepared.
I got all night.
Okay,
I got all night.
Then it's good. Then it's good. Dybala. I know that you like Dybala, but you knew that it would come if you come on the channel. So, what about Dybala? Situation, contract. I want to know what your opinion is. I talked already too much.
No, you never talk too much. For me, my heart says keep him because I love Dybala. I have all the memories of him scoring some amazing free kicks and doing some amazing magic. But my brain tells me it's time. You need to move on. He's been having too many times not being able to stay on the pitch. From a financial standpoint, it doesn't make sense. Especially when you want to rejuvenate this team. It looks like you want to go a little bit younger. And you have some veterans already with Szczesny right now, Chiellini for the time being, and Bonucci. And then up forward, you have Quadrado still. I think it's time to move on and use that money to get, say, Gravenberch or Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. That's where you use that money and try to benefit the whole team. And lately, it seems like Dybala has been more himself than for the team. And I don't like it. I don't like that he's kind of willing to, kind of go to bat for his agent, but not for the team itself. So I think it's time, sadly. And I know a lot of people will hate me for that, but I think it's just time to move on.
But it's not about the uh, hate. I think you said something really important when you started, because I know how much you really appreciate and love Dybala, but it's the difference between making a split between heart and brains.
Yeah.
And then you can always be, it's not because you are making a difference that suddenly you are correct, but when you're splitting and you observe it from two different standpoints, you try to have a logic and an explanation to your choice, why yes, why no, and then you can never be actually be hated to have an opinion. I think what I think as well. I think it's also time now. If he's not able to find his happiness back, because that's always
Yeah.
for me the most important thing. That starts over everything. Are you happy at the club? But being happy means everything what happened, frustrations or whatever, negotiation, contract, and so on and so on. You put them aside and you forget. You start with a clean mind and you are happy to be where you are. So that's one. That's a really, really, really
Hmm.
important one. And then you have to check, because physical conditions, behavior, attitude. Look at now. Is it normal that a player like Dybala, that is normally to be a top 20 player, he has no normal agent, or at least an agent that really can
Hmm.
represent him? It's strange. I think it's really strange, Cliff.
It really is. Because if it was Mino Raiola, obviously we would not be very happy if he was his agent, but you know what? We would know what to expect. With the agent who he has now, we kind of don't know what to expect from his agent. We don't know what they're going to do.
Uh, let's see. Ryzen Cross is saying, and thank you for the donation, Ryzen. But I don't really get the question 100%. But if the Juve streamers play, who would be the best? But
Oh, I think it's all like you or me.
you and me. Ah,
I think he means like real football, like the Juve streamers, like everybody who's on Juve Twitter, who streams and stuff, who would be the best, I think, in real life? I would,
if that's the
that's a good
question,
question.
that's a
If
good.
that's the question, that's a good question.
I don't know. I don't
I would
know.
start, I'd be the starting winger.
I would not win, but I would be a coach, and then I
You can
always win.
manage us, yes.
I'm a manager, guys. I'm 40. You know that, but or maybe I would add that 30 seconds, for 30 seconds, I would be the best. You will see the best version of Beppe for 30 seconds, but a
Okay.
world star. But the problem is, after 30 seconds, I can't breathe anymore.
It's okay. You're a super sub. That's what you are.
Yeah, but you remember when there was that controversy of Sule entering for only 30 seconds? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember, and
Look,
I know a lot of people were not happy about that.
look at me. If I enter for 30 seconds, I can change a game. People, they
So
don't
you're better than
realize it.
Sule. That's what you're saying.
I'm better than Sule. It's true. It's true. For 30 seconds, he's probably better longer in the game. But
Yeah.
no, if that's the question, but it's hard because we actually, and that's really a bit the paradox. We never met. We never met. We are living in different time zones in different parts of the
Yeah.
world. A lot. I believe we know a lot of, especially the English streamers, because if you go to the Italian streamers, you have such a big and vast choice of Italian streamers. But if you're speaking about English community, I believe we all know each other. We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know each other. So the thing is, some are living in Europe, USA, there, and we never saw the legs from a lot of people. Most of the time, you just see until here, until the chest, the stomach, and then so it's hard to judge. But
I will be when I get back on Twitter because I'm on a hiatus now for Lent.
you know,
When I get back on, I'm gonna be posting some videos of what I've done, like in the time being when I train and stuff by myself. I've been trying to get better at like I have a good finesse shot, but I'm trying to make it better. So I'm trying to get on Bepe's level at least for a little bit more than 30 seconds.
that's important. That's really important. Do you think that Mirete will start tomorrow?
No, no, I don't think so. I think, and the thing is, I have very limited experience seeing him. I haven't really watched him a ton, but I hear a lot of people are excited about him. I know you're excited about him. I've heard good things. I hope he gets some sort of playing time, whether it's substituting and or maybe in another match. But I want to see him play. I just don't think he starts.
Rick is asking, when do you invite me? When you want to, Rick. Let me know, and then we fix it. Send me a message, and when you want. No, not what you when you want. When it's possible, because tomorrow it's the game. It's game day. That's impossible tomorrow. And the post game, I never like when there are some guests. I am because it's a moment of emotions. Or you're happy,
Hmm.
or you are not happy, and then it's more about explaining, and I really want to read the chat more than speaking with a guest. But the other nights we can organize, of course, Rick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rick, it's hard enough for me to get on the show, let alone everybody else in the chat. He barely lets me get on the show.
See, uh who got the chicken legs? At the moment the chicken legs is uh Coach Beppe,
Honestly, it's
I'm a
me.
goalkeeper. Can you have me in your team? Of course, Stavros, whenever you want. 30 seconds are enough to score 2 times against Merda. I agree. Uh, Dybala starter? Yes, I believe that tomorrow he will start because he needs to play. He needs to play because he's a player from Juve, contract or not. He still is obliged to play 9 or 11 games with Juve if healthy. So we need to give him to get him back. He will not travel to Argentina, so that means that he can also stay there. He can train. But I believe he will start tomorrow. What are your expected lineups for tomorrow?
For me, I haven't really even, I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't even thought of it. I think it's gonna be Pellegrini, Chesney in goal. Um, unless do you think Perin or do you think Chesney?
No, Perin starts tomorrow.
Perin, okay, Pellegrini, Perin, Rugani, um, uh, Bonucci, oh no, Delit and Rugani, and then right back, I think we see, I guess we see Danilo, and then probably midfield of Locatelli. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I'm like losing my mind off the top of my head. I think Locatelli and who else do we have available in the midfield? I feel like everybody's injured.
Locatelli's not
Um,
there. He has COVID.
oh my God. So maybe Miretti will start. So we'll see. I get. You know what? I guess we'll see Miretti, Rabiot, and who else do we have available in the squad?
I tell you the predicted lineup from Sky, but they are never right.
Okay.
But anyway, I will tell you. So 4-4-2 they are saying with
Oh, okay.
Perin in the goal, then De Sciglio on the right, De Ligt, Chiellini, Pellegrini. In the middle, Quadrado, Danilo, Arthur, Rabiot, and then on top Dybala and Vlahovic. So probably also, actually it's the same way, a kind of 4-4-2 that becomes a 4-3-3 with Quadrado that is a bit more up. But then in the midfield, it's a trio midfield with Danilo, Arthur, and Rabiot. Danilo taking the Locatelli spot.
That's interesting because I feel like Danilo has played there before. So I guess it's against Salernitana. So you'd hope we could win like Inter did and win like 4-0, but I don't know with Juve sometimes. So we'll see. I expect if Dybala plays and he starts, I expect him to have at least a goal and 2 assists.
I'm reading another option here with a 3-5-2 with De Sciglio, De Ligt, Chiellini in the back, and then Quadrado on the right, Danilo, Arthur, Rabiot, and Pellegrini on the left, Dybala, Vlahovic. So that kind of 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 can becomes also a 3-5-2 tomorrow. So with the same man.
I want to ask real quick, do you know if it's official of Rudiger to Juve?
If it's official, no, it's not official. Of course not.
Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
Actually, just for the people here, because what happened is that Rudiger is linked with a lot of clubs. Why? Because he will probably, nearly certainly, not extend with Chelsea. So we are speaking about the name of Rudiger to other clubs since a few weeks now. It's not really
Hmm.
fresh. They're speaking about Juventus. They are speaking about Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. So big clubs on Rudiger. The first request from his agents were quite high in terms of salary, 12 million. And that's where I give up with the news of Rudiger because 12 million is really, really a lot. But
Yeah.
then, yesterday, out of nowhere, Gazzetta dello Sport reported that it was the agreement was found between
Yeah.
Rudiger and Juventus, that it was nearly there. Then Sport Media said exaggerated even more, saying they already signed the papers, unofficially, of course. So it was like it's a done deal with Rudiger without announcing it by Juventus. And then a few hours later, Romeo Agresti and Fabrizio Romano, but also other people, another guy, I don't know, Flack, or I don't know what his name is, they also all said that Juventus is still interested, absolutely. They are in talks, absolutely. But it's absolutely not even a real negotiation at the moment. So interest, yes. Juventus wants, yes, but at the moment, not official.
Would you take him?
Well, I would, yes, I would be happy because it's an experienced player, a really human player, a leader, and also a player that knows Serie A. He's not old because I was already hearing people, he's old. He's not old. He just celebrated now 29. So, guys, at a certain moment, 29 is not old. For free, if the numbers that I heard yesterday, 6.5 million plus bonus, are correct, it's not even that crazy. Yes, but on the other hand, yesterday we were speaking with the people and they told me, Beppe, go on transfer market, look at the injury list. So he already had a lot record of injuries. That's one. And the second thing is that apparently he's much better in a three-man midfield than in a three-man defense than with a four-man defense. Because he's also a right-foot defender. I checked yesterday. De Ligt, right-foot defender. Gatti, the new player, right-foot defender. Bonucci. And Rudiger, that's 4 players that are right-foot defenders.
Yeah.
So I have my question, but I think I believe I'm quite excited.
Yeah, me too. I think, like you said, he has experience. He played at Roma. He's a good player, so I think I would take him for that amount as well.
Zaki with a donation. Thank you, Zaki. Thank you. Let's put it. Ale, 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 oh. Ale, 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 oh. Hey, Cliff, you as a guest, do you hear the music? No, huh?
I cannot.
No,
Sadly, no.
I knew it. I just wanted to check, but and then you will have to satisfy yourself with only my voice. But Zaki is saying, I'm a minority, but I believe that Rabiot is playing his role really well, or well, not really, well, because he's winning dual breaking up the play. It's important roles beside him. You need someone get offensive side. Rabiot is the second player that received the most hate from Juventus. First one is Alexandro, and then you have Rabiot. What's your opinion about Zaki's comment about Rabiot?
I don't think he plays any position well. So
I know.
that's just me. I think Rabiot is the type of player who we need a very solidified, like top tier midfield where he can kind of just float and he doesn't have to do much. He just receives the ball, he goes forward, and he doesn't have to really do much. If you have, say, like, for example, if he was in the Juventus midfield of 2012-13, that would be amazing because he'd just sit in there and he wouldn't have to do anything. But for me, I don't think he really provides much.
How do you explain then? How do you explain that he's playing with the national French team as a starter in a team with a big midfield? And we'll speak about Kanté, Pogba, and call them because France has so much. So he's playing there as a starter. He's playing at Juve with Pirlo, with Sarri, with Allegri now. He's playing at Paris Saint-Germain in the past with every coach he had. We are speaking about Tuchel, about Ancelotti, all the trainers there. How do you explain that he's always a starter if he's so bad as we are speaking about him?
So in terms of the French national team, at least for them, I think it's because that's a perfect example. Is because he has the great talent in Pogba and Conte, who do all the other things. Conte is the defensive work rate guy who does all the work defensively. Then Pogba creates a lot and does a lot of work on his own. So Rabiot is kind of like, he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't have to do much because he has these two great talents with him. So I think that's the explanation for that team that he's in, because he kind of elevates it just a little bit with what's already there. But with the other teams with Juventus, I'm at a loss for word. He must have some phenomenal training. Like he must have very technical ability in training, and then somehow he can't put it together in a match. I can't explain it at all.
You know that Zach is saying I'm in the minority. I'm also in that minority of Rabiot. I believe that he is important for the balance of the team. He's offering a lot of quantity, not a lot of quantity, because if you are comparing quality is bad. Rabiot is bad in terms of quality, but in terms of quantity, he's not doing that bad. He's bringing you that shadow work that is unnoticed. The problem with Rabiot is that every time that we fuck up with something, he's always there involved. And the people, they see this moment where he fucked up. What? Touching the ball, sleeping. When was he sleeping? What was the goal that we conceded because he was sleeping?
Oh, the one
I don't
oh
remember.
where the oh it was like wide open. Was it Parejo?
I don't remember. Yeah, well, yeah, it was versus Villarreal in the first
Yeah, it
game.
was
Yeah, yeah,
Parejo. Parejo was wide open, making a run in
yeah.
on a free kick, and then he just slotted away really easily.
So he's always there, always when
He's always
we.
sleeping.
Yeah, but he's bringing a lot of shadow work. On the other side, my problem with Rabiot is also in terms of salary. Because if you give me a Rabiot at 2.5 million, that is a bench player and enters and doing shadow work because the players are injured, because they have to rotate and so on,
Hmm.
that brings you quantity, I'm okay with Rabiot. I'm not okay with 7 million euro for Rabiot. That should bring you a lot to that team, and it's not bringing it at all. So if today you are telling me Rabiot was he how long? 3 years of Rabiot at Juventus. Are they a success? I tell you no, because I take everything into consideration. No, it is not a
Hmm.
success. Do I want that we sell him? Yes, I want him to be out of the club. From next season. But am I a hater? Am I someone that is saying no, he's doing nothing good and so on? No,
No.
because I'm also watching the other side, and that's for me at least really important. Ciao
And
Giuseppe. Let me know, Cliff.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, I think you're 100% right when you say, and I completely agree. This is what I've been saying is that the salary is really the biggest thing because if he wasn't at 7 million, you wouldn't have these high expectations of, oh, he's a $7 million player. He's not. Even when he came from PSG, I never thought he was worth that much. Just because he was on a free doesn't mean you overpay for a player. You didn't do that with Pirlo when you brought him in originally. He was older, obviously. He was, I think, 31 or 32 at the time, but still brought a lot of quality and you didn't overpay for him. You completely overpaid for Rabiot. And if he's a $2.5 million player, you expect this is the performances you get from a $2.5 million player, a good rotational piece. And that's it.
Julian is asking if Rudiger joins, could De Ligt leave? The reason I ask is because Juve could reinvest, and many people were saying De Ligt was not happy after Villa. Julian, I will tell you the truth. If De Ligt leaves, it's because of you, because you are already writing Rudiger in a perfect way, but De Ligt, after 4 years of Juve, are still not able, no, 3 years, to write De Ligt right, and that's why you will leave. Not because of the money. It's because you write the light, and you write already Rudiger with the two umlaut. You know how to write the umlaut of Rudiger, but not the lead that is there since 3 years. And that's why you will leave. That's the real reason, Julian. But now,
I, I
go.
want to ask you, Beppe, when you look at this defense and all the potential players we might bring in, who do you see for the next 5 to 8 years in this Juventus defense? Do you see Gatti? Do you see Delete as that is that two man or in a back four, or do you see a third guy in playing a 3-5-2 at some point in the future?
Hey, that's a big question. The big question is always the question is who will be there and how will we play. The big question mark we have is that we have an Allegri, and I know he's hated. He is Allegri out and whatever. But if we look the positive side of Allegri is that he can place different formations. If, for example, we had Sarri, I will tell you we'll play with a four-man defense because
Yep.
three-man defense don't exist and he will never do it. With Allegri, you don't know. Maybe we'll go with three men, maybe with four. And that's a quality that the coach has that he can adapt to the player he has. So I
Yeah.
don't know how we will play. That's a big question. Gatti, I'm not an expert of Serie B, but I spoke with a lot of people that are following, really experts that are following Serie B, and they are telling the guy is a beast. He's really great. I watched a few moments, highlights. I appreciate it, but I trust the people that were speaking to me because they are experts of Serie B. They tell me he will have no difficulties in Serie A neither. And that's beautiful to see because it's a player that will play with his heart. He's not a Juventino, but he will play with his heart because it's the dream of his life. He was working as a, he was he was building houses and so on, and now he's a football player. So beautiful story. But is he a starter of Juve? I don't know. I can't answer that question today. I don't know the impact. If you go with Rudiger, and De Ligt, where do you put Bonucci? Because I believe that Bonucci will stay at least one more year.
Well, I'm talking for like the deep future, like 5 to 8 years. Do you think you'll see?
It's really difficult to answer because
Yeah,
football goes in and out. Look, a few years, a lot of fans were telling the future defense of Juve is Demiral and what's his name? De Ligt. Demiral De Ligt. Demiral De Ligt. They played, I believe, in total like 7 games together in total. Because
yeah,
then you have injuries, then you have someone that is not happy because he's never playing, he's leaving because he's not patient. At the end, you finish with if today it was impossible for me to believe De Ligt and Rugani versus Villarreal, and that we would actually hope that Rugani
yeah,
would play instead of Chiellini, because that was the state. We were all hoping Rugani over Chiellini because Chiellini was not fit.
yeah.
So it's really hard to predict already next game of tomorrow. So imagine in 5 years. I have no idea. But for
Yeah.
if you want me to bring on a De Ligt to answer also Julian question, I think that De Ligt, he will also always be at home at Juventus as long as he wants to stay and as long as his financial request will be in the new parameters of Juventus.
Yeah.
From the moment that he wants to earn more than the parameters, that will start to be causing a problem. And from the moment that he wants to leave, Juventus will try to keep him, but they will not kill themselves to keep him. Why? Because De Ligt is a potential 80 million player that you can sell.
Yep. That was a stupid question. It was like probably should not have asked that because it's very hypothetical.
No, but it's hard, Yeah, I receive a lot of lineups in DMs on Instagram. That's the thing that I hate the most, when people are sending me the new Juve lineups of 21, 20 or 22, 23, and they ask me your opinion, Beppe. What do you want me to say? I
Because
have no
Beppe,
idea.
everybody thinks they're a manager. Everybody thinks they're a professional.
Yeah, it's good, but no, because we love to dream. We love to
Yeah,
dream,
of course.
but then what do you want me to say about a dream? Because I feel bad if I tell no, I don't know, this player he can't play on the left, put him on the right. I feel bad to break a dream, so I never answer, or I say yeah, it's good. Rise and Cross. Let's pretend that all Juve players are healthy. What formation and players would you go both for? If you were a manager. So with the team that we have now, Okay.
Yeah.
You want to start, Cliff?
Gosh, everybody's gonna hate me because this is assuming that Dybala leaves.
No, no, no,
I'm not
no,
gonna.
no, 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 no. This season
Damn, I
with
gotta
Dybala,
include
with
him.
Dybala, with everyone, everyone
So,
healthy.
so if I were to do it, oh, this is so tough because then you can't play a 4-3-3. Okay, I'm gonna go a 4-2-3-1. I'm gonna go Pellegrini, Chiellini, De Ligt, um, Danilo, Chesney, Locatelli, Zakaria. On the right, we have Chiesa. On the left, we have McKennie. At cam, we have Dybala. And at striker, we have Vlahovic. Do I sound crazy?
No, 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 no. It's 10 on 11. I agree. I don't agree with McKennie on the
Yeah.
left because he played a few times on the left and he was
Oh,
a
no, I'm sorry.
disaster.
Bernardeschi, I would play at the left.
Not Morata on the left in that 4-2-3-1.
He's done well, but the thing is, I don't like the type of player Morata is because he goes down very easily when he gets challenged. He's decent at those one-on-ones, but a lot of times he gets caught out with the ball at his feet. He gets the ball caught between his feet, and then he loses the ball. He's just a little bit of a mess, and I haven't seen enough of him where I could justify playing him consistently.
If I should answer in that 4-2-3-1, I would go with probably the same, except if I would go with Bonucci instead of Chiellini. And De Sciglio instead of Pellegrini. No, actually, it's a different. Because I would go with Szczesny in the goal, with the players we have now. De Sciglio on the left, Danilo on the right.
Really?
In a
Okay.
4-2-3-1.
Yeah, 4 2
Delict, Bonucci in the middle, then Locatelli, Zakaria there in two-man midfield, and then up Dybala as a number 10, on the right Chiesa, on the left Morata, on top Vlahovic. 4-2-3-1. If we go for a 4-3-3, I would go with Szczesny in the goal. The back remains the same. Then in the middle, I would go with Locatelli on the left, Zakaria in the middle, McKennie on the right. And then on top, we have Morata on the left, Chiesa on the right, Vlahovic on top, Dybala on the bench.
So if we
Yeah.
Dybala on the bench.
4-3-3, Dybala for me, it's on the bench.
So you don't even think it's possible to put him on the wing and have him float around?
Who?
Dybala, if you put him as the quote-unquote winger, but have him
I know,
float.
because then it becomes a 4-3-2-1, where Dybala has the freedom to go wherever he wants. And
Yeah.
that's something, because some people are saying, Beppe, you hate. No, it's because this is my battle against Dybala in terms of tactical thing. Problem with Dybala, you see, in a 4-2-3-1, I put him, no doubt. He's my number 10. In a 4-3-3, I always said it's a problem because he's go wherever he wants and he's blocking some players. He did it at the time with Pjanic, because Pjanic was an offensive player. He had to stay back because Dybala was coming back. He was stepping on his feet. He did it with Kulusevski. Kulusevski that was mentally not strong enough to remain at Juve. But when Dybala was there, they were on the same position. And that was annoying because Kulusevski didn't have the opportunity to grow. So, in a 4-3-3, for me, Dybala never.
Yeah, I probably agree with your formation. I just don't want De Sciglio starting. I want Pellegrini starting because he has this like edge to him, which I really like. He's like a little bit of a scrappy player, which I really like. Like he's willing to, give someone an elbow. He's willing to get into it with someone, which you need some players like that in your squad. So I really appreciate him as a player.
We go with Mohammad. Thank you for your donation, buddy. To know how good player is in Juve, you need first to understand Allegri duty to him at every match. It's difficult to know, so we end booing the player. It's correct what you are saying. We are judging players what they are doing in the field, but we don't know what has been asked from them. And on that part, I totally agree. It's correct. Then, of course, you can boo a player or actually blame a player because you don't like that he's not going offensively and so on, that he's staying on the back. For example, in a certain moments, Locatelli was staying in the back, and a lot of players were not happy because he was not going up front. But maybe he can't go up front, and that's one thing that we don't know. Then on the other side, you have some players that, like Rabiot, for example, when he's sleeping versus Villarreal, then it's obvious because the mistake is there, because you see it, because it's evident, the mistake of Rugani on the penalty, you blame that moment because there you see it clearly that it's a mistake. And how many mistakes did we do? A player like Arthur, for example, Pirlo, he said, for me, he can't play in that position because he's not a player that is playing vertical, and I'm waiting for him to play vertical. Allegri was not playing him when he was back because he was doing the same mistake. So Allegri and Pirlo, that we like, we don't like, you prefer or not, they have the same opinion for Arthur. He can't play that role really well. And sometimes you have these glimpses where he's showing and then he disappears. And that's where you are booing a player or blaming a player.
Yeah, and especially for the quote unquote price that we paid for Artur, he was this highly valued player from Barcelona, and then you bring him in, everybody has these high expectations that he's going to change Juve, and it's not happened.
Hey guys, here, follow Cliff.
Thank you. And then Rising Cross, man, he's got another one. He's on fire today.
On fire, Ryzen. Cliff Pellegrini is a defensive Mandzukic. Thank you for the donation, buddy.
100% agree. I think he's just he's like that presence that Mandzukic was. Mandzukic would die for the kit, and I feel like you see a lot of those qualities in Pellegrini. He's willing to throw his body around. Whenever he loses the ball, he sprints back as fast as he can. He gives a lot of effort.
No, I'm listening to you, but meanwhile I'm also saying to Sam. No, I will not sing today. Today
we should get the auto-tune going. I wish I had it on my end. That'd be great. We could do a duet. I used to sing in college. We could start doing a duet.
You see, look at that. Beppe, will this video have a halftime show? No, I know. There is, stop, guys. I can't do it because then
I
people...
can sing.
You sing, Cliff.
No, I don't want to sing. I could. I'm not saying I'm going to.
But Pellegrini, I said it in the beginning. I'm not a big fan of Pellegrini. I'm not a big fan of Pellegrini.
Okay.
I like him. Yes, he's doing better than I was expecting. Yes. For me, it's not Juve level as a starter. That's not the guy that we need for me, because hey, he's already how old is he? 23. He just celebrated 23 years. Guys,
yeah,
23. It's not like 17. If it was a 17 years old Pellegrini, I would tell you he has the qualities, and he has qualities. Huh? He has qualities. I'm not saying no. He also did some good games this season versus Lazio. I remember he impressed me a lot, where I was saying maybe I was wrong, but then he disappeared again. Then I'm not a big fan of Luca Pellegrini. Look at Cliff. Cliff blocked again. Look at the face of Cliff. He blocked like that. No Cliff.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting out.
He's back.
I don't know why I keep cutting out. I think like all of my family is using the computers at the same time. I don't know.
Maybe. Or it's me. Maybe our connection is too far. We're too far from each other.
Maybe. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. No, I said that Pellegrini, I'm not the biggest fan of Pellegrini.
Yeah. You're right, though. He's not 7. It's not like he's 17. It's not like with Rovella, who's 19. You have these players who are really...
Today, Cliffy blocks. There is no internet anymore for Cliff, guys. Hey, that's a big question. I don't know. Probably the Veronique, the mother of Rabiot, has the jersey. Do you have a jersey of Rabiot, Cliff?
What kind of a question is that? No, I would burn it.
Maybe Veronique, the mother of Rabiot, probably she has, but
no.
I don't have, guys.
I will say though, I just got a very nice Messi kit. Beautiful. I got it in a mystery box.
Messi?
Oh, it was the coolest thing ever. Yeah.
A Messi kit.
A Messi kit from PSG.
Why do you have that?
It was a mystery box that I got in a contest, and then I got it sent to me. I'm like, I love it.
No. Hey, why would you about these mystery kits? Huh? Because imagine you receive a kit of Inter.
Well, then I burn it and I do a video of it.
No. Hey guys, no. That's really not okay. That's really not okay.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I do not condone burning kits.
No, but can you say, because how does it work when you go for mystery kits? Can you say no? I don't. I really hate that.
They did ask me. They said, which ones do you not want? I said I don't want Inter and I don't want Milan. So don't give me those.
Okay. So you can still select a few teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you write all the names of all the clubs of the world and you just leave then Juventus.
Yeah, you're playing chess. Everybody's playing checkers.
You know, you have to be smart in life. Eh? You say mystery kid, but give me a Juve shirt.
This is why you make the big bucks, and this is why I don't make anything.
Pepe, is Vlahovic first Serb jersey in your collection? Guys, what? Hey, sometimes the question I have here on the channel.
I know it's mine.
Shit. What do you think?
That's a nice kit.
What do you think, Keith? Who is on the back?
That's oh, it's not going to be Vlahovic then. Oh yeah, it's Vlahovic. I mean, it's got to be Vlahovic, right? The guy just mentioned Vlahovic. Chiesa.
Yeah. But who's on this kit?
That's Vlahovic.
Eh,
That's the same one I got. I got it as soon as it was available.
Did you see the difference? Look at the color. The color. Here inside you have a black color.
Yep.
And this one, you have the white color.
Why is that?
There is a difference between two. They are both of them are authentic, real shirts, of course. Huh? But this one is the. Wait, let me take away the comment. So this one is the replica shirt that you have on the Juve side. You know, the one that most of the people are buying. That's a bit more cheaper, still expensive, but a bit more cheaper. Where you see the low, you can see here, you know, the
difference. There's no like etching.
Stadium, you know, you can see it, and you have here like look at the color. That's the material and so on. So it's quite nice, a great jersey. But then you have the authentic version, and normally I always buy my shirts authentic, where you see that the color is different. Look at the material.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I got that one. It's amazing.
The material, and then you have like the
design.
The design, the holes are really better. You see, they are like, you see the difference with the star here.
Yeah.
So, but it's quite. This one is more expensive, huh?
What's Well, I guess I shouldn't ask this because you have so many kits. But what's your favorite kit that you have?
That's really the most difficult questions for me. Is always like. Who's your favorite top 11? Who's your what's your most beautiful goal? What is your favorite jersey? It's really hard because I'm Libra and I can't choose between things.
I'm a Libra too.
You see? And you have the same problem as me, or it's not?
No. I mean, I have difficulty with some like picking things, but not with my kit. My favorite kit is my first kit I ever got was a Pirlo kit. Was when he joined Juve in I think it was the 13-14 kit.
Yeah, this one. Wait. Where is it?
It's a beautiful one. I don't have it with me right now.
I know which one it is.
It's the home kit, yeah. It's so beautiful.
It's not the one with the color, with the black color.
Or, with the black collar. With
that's
the
14-15.
with the Nike.
That's 14-15. That's the year we went to Champions League. Yeah.
I have to look back at because I thought it was 13-14. One time I'll find out, take a picture, I'll send it to you. But I love it. My favorite kit. But yeah, also everybody make sure you go like and subscribe to Bepe's channel if you don't already do it. This is probably one of the best channels on YouTube, so you got to be following.
They have to put a maximum of like.
If you don't, we're gonna find you. We're gonna find you if you don't do it.
We will finish now. Rise and Cross, last question. Rise and Cross. Juve had a youth team called Fiorentina. And that's where I started to believe in the Mohamed Salah rumor, because I remember that Salah was playing at Fiorentina, and then I started to believe. You see also the background. The background here is a purple to honor the youth academy from. I
love it.
From Fiorentina. That's why. Could have chosen for other colors. What do you think about the background, Cliff, by the way?
I think it's awesome. I think that's so sick. I just have a plain wall behind me, and you have like you're like in a discotheque right now.
No, but you know how I started. When I started, it was disaster. When I started, even worse. Had a corner of the kitchen, and what was really a disaster. So it's already more than 2 years that I'm on YouTube, and then step by step. And the most important is negotiating with the wife.
You look at me, I'm still working in the nonna chair, so...
I love the nonna chair. I think this one day when you will invest and you will have your own studio and so on, because you will do it, you have to keep the nonna chair somewhere.
Oh, I will. You know? I will.
That's really
But it hurts my back still.
I had a lot of fun, Cliff. I'm happy that it worked. I was worried because I changed my computer and so on. Wait, there is another question. From Zakaria, it will pop up in a second. Guy, let us also salute the J channel art directing, design, music team. I am big fan of the GJustjuve logo. And by the way, hi Cliff, you have a +1 follower from Zakaria. Wait, let me, when it will pop here, because there is always a delay with the comments. So I'm waiting that the comment will pop up from Zakaria.
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot. Every follower is so appreciated.
Hey, come on. Sometimes it's annoying because I see the comment and I can't put it on. I have to wait a few seconds. Here it is. I thank you, Zega. But I work with a lot of people for the channel. I remember I was watching how I started with the first video. First, I started in a corner of the kitchen with a green screen, with a really disaster echo in terms of microphone and so on. And then for a moment, I even did some videos in the room of my son because I had no other place to do it. Then I bought a Mac, quite expensive, and that Mac I realized that it was not powerful enough to go live. That was really a pain.
Wow.
I love MacBook. That's the best. I bought a Pro. I even bought an upgrade, but not good enough to go. And then step by step, you do and you invest. But I worked with a lot of people. And look, the frame idea is from Colo. The intro is from Colo. Martina helped me a lot from Juve designer. Music. A lot of people are helping the channel a lot, and that's really nice, because a lot of people, they are just doing it because they like the channel or they believe in me, and that's really kind. So
Well, I want to shout out to everybody. I see everybody saying they're following my channel and subscribing. That means the world to me. Because we put this team puts a lot of work into this, and I put a lot of work into it. And I know he's already on his way. He's doing phenomenal. He's a staple in the Juve community. So just hopefully trying to make a name for myself. I'm just grinding and working really hard to make you guys happy. It's all about you guys. That's why I do all this. I love it.
I always said Cliff is a secure talent for the future. He will have a big career. Then you will see him on Paramount, like Marco, like Christine Cupo, all the people that they were in contact with me. When they are in contact with me, I touch and I make gold from people. That's true. But the problem is I'm not becoming gold. I'm just, I see some people I discover, and then they become stars, and I remain here and I invest in my kitchen.
Your kitchen. That's funny. I know they're asking for the link. Do you mind if I put the link to my channel really quick?
Yeah, of course. Write it in the private message, and then I will copy it. I will put it in the comment.
Yeah, let me try to find it. Sorry, I don't want to be that guy who plugs my channel.
You are that guy.
I'm gonna be that guy who plugs my channel.
You are doing it.
Oh, actually, I can't because I'm on my phone.
Wait. Let me do it. Wait, I will go on YouTube.
He's the best. Isn't Pepe the best, guys?
Wait, so because there are always two ones. So stoppage time.
Stoppage time by AJC.
Okay.
And I don't know why everybody's saying I look like Morata and Gatti now.
That's always when we have people on the channel, they have to link it with someone. So I will put it here in the comments. Boom.
Okay. Grazie, Beppe. Grazie.
Here is the comment, and then I will also put it here.
Beppe, you're the best, man. You're the best. Thank you so much. And I'll take it. I don't want to be compared to Morata, but I will be compared to Gatti. I'll take that because he has potential still.
Who?
Gatti, because he has potential. I like to think I have potential. So
Gatti is good. Wait,
here
I will do it in another way. I will do it like that here. Okay. So on YouTube. Yes.
Perfect.
You should be able to see. No, you didn't see it here. Voila. So in the comment section, guys, you have the link immediately, and otherwise you can type in on YouTube stoppage time by AJC. That was it, guys. Look, people are subscribing. Grande, guys.
Man, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Man.
You see, also with me, and my drawings are always kind. It's true. Grande, Ale. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you to Rick, always there. Rick, we will try to organize it, but I never really know how and when. Why? Because then you are living in Australia. I don't know when you sleep or not, but we'll try to organize so that you are here. Cliff's chair is bigger than Beppe's chair. I agree. Abai, that's something really important. I'm making gold. I'm making gold. The problem is then they don't pay me. They should give me a percentage.
I'll give you like a 2%. Once I start making it big, I'll give you 2%.
It's you said it on the 19th March 2022 that you will give me 2% of your
You can maybe
future.
sign a contract.
Look at that. Marian just subscribed. Grande. Where is Cliff from? Where are you living, Cliff?
I'm from Connecticut in the U.S., in the United States of America, so that is where I'm from.
You see? Where are you from?
United States. I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah. One more time. Let's hear it again.
Connecticut.
Yeah, there we go, Beppe. Perfect. Perfetto.
Ciao, guys. Enjoy it. Ciao, ciao.